What's crack-a-lackin'? It's your boy Broshmo, just in case you did not know. And we're back again for our final video of, I guess, this series. Yeah, we're doing the Chiefs, the Super Bowl winning Chiefs. We're gonna be going through the off-season, so free agency, and 2020 NFL mock draft. We're gonna take a gander at what the 2020 starting lineup, there we go, will look like for them. And this is all if I were the GM. This isn't me predicting what they'll do. This is me doing what I would do. So yeah, I didn't plan on, like, it just kind of worked this way, and it's so sad to see an end to the series, because no lie, this was really fun. And it kind of sucks that I feel like I kind of figured out the best way to push these videos out, or the most productive way, a little too late. By using Fanspeak. I wish I knew more about Fanspeak before I dove into this. It would have made this whole edited and recorded process a lot faster for me. But yeah, go ahead, become a bro and subscribe. Leave a thumbs up if you enjoy the content. I'm doing this Monday, the day where the combine starts, which I will be watching after I record this, and I'll be editing these later tonight. So this will probably be the only content this week on the channel, the remainder of these videos. But next week we will have we'll have a lot of NFL draft stuff next week, with a new mock draft post combine, some combine winners and losers, a new big board, as well as I'm gonna find a way to rather than just rehashing the ranking videos, and this is the new rankings, what they look like, I'm trying to figure out a better way maybe to do that a little easier for you guys. So, because I mean, we've talked about them enough, those prospects, enough in depth through those ranking videos. So maybe I'll just like do maybe a defensive and offensive video and kind of like rail through it with some of the new information we got from the combine. So yeah, be on the look for that next week. It's gonna be a lot. I'm gonna get no sleep. But yo, no rest for the weary. Let's just go ahead, let's dive into the Chiefs, because this will be fun. Because this is a good team, but you know, they're a little strapped for cap, 16 million, so we gotta make some moves. So taking a look at this, they got a few deals. It looks like they restructure. I don't think realistically they can restructure any of these this year. Oh, excuse me, except for maybe Eric Fisher. So that's the one I'm gonna go ahead and do. We did Eric Fisher. Let's take a look at who we're gonna cut to get some cap space, because there's a couple of things I want to do. First, we're cutting Sammy Watkins, but I'm gonna go ahead. This is very similar to what I did with Janoris Jenkins, where I'm gonna cut him, but I'm gonna sign him for much less, because he said he's willing to take a pay cut to play again with the Chiefs. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna go that avenue. Daniel Sorensen, I mean, honestly, he's an okay depth piece, but I think we could find something better. Cameron Irvin, he was actually pretty bad last year when filling in for Eric Fisher, so I think we could upgrade him through the draft. And there was Damian Wilson, was actually pretty bad last year as well. So I'm really hoping to improve the defense. Is going to be probably a focal point in this draft. I'm just going to say that right now. And I think that is all I've decided to do. That leaves us with almost 46 million in cap. So let's go ahead. Let's move on to the next step here. Let's do it to it. And let's re-sign some people. And like I said, first and foremost, we're going to franchise tag Chris Jones, because he's looking, I think, for about 14 to 15 million a year. Franchise tag buys us some time, because it looks like with the franchise tag, we're paying him 13 million. So it saves us in that regard and gives us time to get a deal done. As much as I would like to bring Breland back, because he played very well at the end of the season and in the playoffs, I imagine he's going to get a bigger deal in free agency, and I don't think he's worth the money. So we're going to give actually 6 million to Sammy Watkins to stay, and it might seem cheap, but let's be honest about Sammy Watkins. He ain't doing, it's not like he was great during the season. He's one of those guys that and look, he accepted the offer. That really just showed out. So we got him on 1 year, 6 million. And then there is one more, Stefan Wisniewski. I want to bring him back because he actually played very well, at least until we can find a suitable replacement, or at least develop one through the draft. So bring him back on a one year, $2 million contract. Oh, whoops. And we're going to make that fully guaranteed as well. All right, so let's go ahead. We're going to hit free agency with how much in cap? Almost 26 million. And I'm not going to lie. I'm going to be straight up with you guys. I'm really just filling in some needs here in the draft or in the free agency. There's no big splash sign-ins. What I'm doing, like I just want to bring in a few guys that can kind of be placeholders. I'm gonna bring in, since we didn't re-sign Kendall Fuller, who was kind of our slot slash fill-in safety. I want to bring him because Burnett, I know the dude's plagued by injuries his whole career. It sucks, but he can be. He has played very well in the slot. Back when he was with the Chargers, he played very well in the slot. Let's just bring him in on a one-year deal. We're going to go about 80 million. 80 million. Wow, 80% guaranteed. And then at linebacker, we're doing the same thing with Sean Lee. We're bringing a guy until we can find someone we can develop. We're going to do 4.5. Because, I mean, it's not like we got a ton of money as is, and there are some guys we have to re-sign in the next coming years. So those are my essentially those are my big signees. Oh, whoops, I skipped way too much. But yeah, well. But those are the guys I brought in for the roster. So let's just go ahead and let's get to the draft. So again, I'm coming into this with I need to build the defense. Maybe address offensive line here and there if I can. But my focal point is the defense. And then, I mean, right now, like, unless like a Josh Jones, Isaiah Worth falls here, I'm not gonna jump at a tackle prospect. Moody might be the only guard prospect I would be like, heck yeah, let's do it. So let's take a gander at edge. Uchi's interesting, but I'm not thinking Uchi's going to be the guy for this. Terrell Lewis, I think I'm more comfortable with. Jonathan Greenyard, even like an Alton Robinson. But taking a look at linebacker, McQueen's still there, but Jeff Gladney is a guy that I've literally fallen in love with. He could be immediate help to the secondary, mainly the corner position. So, yeah, Patrick Queen sucks to pass on, but I just Gladney's higher on my board. Same with edge. I think there's some guys in the second round we could go after. So let's just watch who comes off the board here. Greenyard, that was a guy I was eyeing. Weaver, another guy I was eyeing. Elliott, Okawara. Okay, looking good thus far. Taylor I wasn't too sure about just yet. Patrick Queen, man, he almost made it to our pick. Wow, that would have been actually stellar. There's Davis Gaither and Troy Dye, two guys I'm really high on. Let's just look at who all's available right now. He might be a running back, but they don't need the running back. The running back position, it's not as valuable as it once was, as well as it's not the engine to this defense. Be like, well, Damian Williams, no, they were already like storming back because San Fran couldn't answer like the passing game. The Chiefs, they were blowing that defense over the top. So running back's a little less important here. So looking at edge, it's like, do I think a guy like Alton Robinson will be available? Because that's probably who I would target. Will he make it back to our pick? I think he can. But one of these linebackers will not. And I really like Akeem Davis-Gaither as a guy we can develop. So here's the hope in that. Do the Chiefs have a third round pick? Not positive. Maybe something I should have looked up beforehand. That's all right though. So I'm really hoping. I think I'm gonna go with edge this next pick. If not, there's other stuff we can try to fill in. It's a very good draft class in general. So got my fingers crossed. I'm kind of hoping it's happening. Happened. Wow, Dye was even available here. Well, before I make the pick, I want to just look at who's all available. I think Damian Lewis is a guy we could hope maybe falls the next round. Actually, Robert Hunt too, if Damian Lewis ain't there. So let's just go get our edge. Alton Robinson. I really, really like how this draft has turned out thus far for us. Taking a look at the running back position, or at least we will once we can get back. Take a look at the running back position. Antonio Gibson be a fun guy to play with. Zach Moss, I don't think he'll be here, so we're just gonna ignore him. I say it in every video. Same's true with Throckmorton. I don't know why they have those guys rated so low, but I mean, to each their own, right? Or to each their own. So at this point, maybe like, because we've addressed all three levels, very satisfied about that. And there's oh, you know what? I got a crazy idea. Y'all want a running back? I'm giving y'all Lynn Bowden. Yo, straight up, that's your running back. Oh, dude, hold on. I love that pick. I love that match. I love that team fit. I love that. Like, he had to play quarterback all last year. He was basically playing Wildcat. The guy with the ball in his hands is a playmaker. That's your running back in the future. Oh my gosh. I'm in love with that pick. I'm spinning right now. Oh. Gosh. I don't know why that type of pick has never occurred to me. Probably because I haven't done a 7-round mock in quite a bit. So, yeah. So at this point, I do want to take best player available. So what does that mean? That means I want to look for best player available, right? Has anyone fallen for us though? I do want to look at that. Doesn't look like it. Cole Cabral here. If I didn't butcher that last name, is a guy I need to look into more. Like, I've heard a lot about him, but I haven't really seen him ranked on a lot of people's, like, a lot of scouts. I haven't seen him highly ranked, you know? You know what? I wouldn't mind taking a Colt McKivitz position like here. Guy that can develop. He won't blow anyone out of the water athletically, but he's been pretty solid there. Doesn't have any dominant reps on tape or anything like that, but again, a guy that's just been very solid for West Virginia. I maybe develop. All right, so trying to think best plan of attack here. We could add more linebackers. We could try to address the offensive line some more in the 7th round, apparently. There's a few interesting names. No lie, I was kind of looking at Tanner Muse. He reminds me a lot of, actually, I think a good comp for him would be Daniel Sorensen. Dude. Is there a 7th round for the Chiefs? I mean, I'm already satisfied with our draft. Like, I think our first 4 picks are bangers. So, you know, I wouldn't mind it. Like, I ain't gonna hate on it if they don't have another pick. Alright, they don't have another pick. Alright, so just 5 picks. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I think this is a banger of a draft. I think Lynn Bowden. What? I think that's a bonkers pick. I like the idea of developing an Alton Robinson and Akeem Davis-Gaither, bringing Jeff Gladney. I think even Colton McKivett to eventually be an heir apparent to like an Eric Fisher, or even Mitchell Schwartz. I like this draft a lot, but let's go ahead. Let's take a look at what the starting lineup will look like in 2020. Starting lineup, we're gonna go with the offense. It looks like last year's. It looks strong. You got Mahomes, Damian Williams. Keep in mind, you still got Darwin Thompson. You got Lynn Bowden, who could play receiver and running back. I'm just gonna say I love that pick. Sammy Watkins, Hill, Mecole Hardman, they're all back again. You got Byron Pringle, who should see more with Demarcus Robinson gone. We got Travis Kelce, and then the offensive line is the same as last year. We could probably add a few, like, I feel like if there was more picks, I would have liked to address the interior a little bit more, or at all, but we didn't have that, so it's the same as last year's. On to the defense. I got 2 rookies starting here on the defense. I got Alton Robinson starting opposite side of Frank Clark, because I think he is the perfect match, or the perfect yin to the yang that is Frank Clark. Frank Clark, he's a premier run defender. He pushes the pocket. I don't think he's much of a penetrator though, like Alton Robinson. Speed, power. The guy, his first step is just explosive. I think he is just a very good running mate for Frank Clark. We got Jones back, got our boy Derek there at defensive tackle. Cullen Sanders is there also on the inside. And then a linebacker, Anthony Hitchens, starting again for another year. Sean Lee's there as the veteran on a 1-year deal. Keep in mind, Akeem Davis-Gaither, he'll be in the mix there as well. And then I kind of like how the secondary looks. I got Ward and then Gladney as our starters. I got Jason Verrett as the starter at slot, but we do have Rashad Fenton, who I actually liked. He played, I think, reasonably well last year for being a rookie. I believe he was a rookie. I'm not too positive about that. But at safety, you got the stellar duo of the Honey Badger and the Thorn in everyone's side. Guy who almost could have been Rookie of the Year if Nick Bosa wasn't a thing, in my opinion. But that's it for the video. You're asking me, I think the Chiefs might win a Super Bowl again, or at least they're gonna, they're gonna be in contention. That's a really good Chiefs team. But go ahead, become a bro and subscribe. And until next time, you be easy, my friends. Later.